Alright, welcome back. Um, Instead of doing like bossing and stuff for this episode, I decided to relax a little bit and just do some exploration, get some of that shit out the way, get some of that stuff out the way. I shouldn't be cussing if I want to be monetized, so I can actually get views and stuff. But, yeah, right now I'm going to finish Liurnia. I have a handful of catacombs left, well, dungeons left. I just did one of the hardest dungeons in Caelid. In my opinion, it is the hardest because the enemies there. I have 50 vigor, by the way. Um, so I have 50 vigor, by the way, and those guys were two-shotting me. But yeah, those guys were hurting pretty bad to the point where I needed to actually like take my time with it. And I'm using a plus 17 weapon, and I was still struggling. I mean, the boss was easy enough. I know the ulcerated tree spirit's moveset like the back of my hand. It's not difficult at all. It's just the enemies itself. Like, one enemy had golden eyes, and I think that gives them like 3 times more runes than what they normally did. Well, what they normally do. Dropped me 11k runes for a kill. And I know that's an AFK farming spot for anybody who's wondering. You can go stand in the doorway where the enemies spawn at, crouch and back up, and let them kill each other. I think it takes them like 10 to 15 minutes to kill each other until one side's left, but by then you should have at least like 20k runes, because most of the time you're gonna have one that has golden eyes. But but enough about that. I'm gonna finish up the Journey of the Lakes. Probably the easiest and fastest out of all the places. Oh, this is overkill. Why am I? Goodbye. Alright, so now I gotta jump down from over here and go around. I need to go kill the one in Caelid too. Well, both the ones in Caelid. But, back to what I was saying the other day about, like, the whatchamacallit, the God Stitcher Greatsword. Well, God Stitcher. The reason why I say it's so good and so, like, and people just say it's not that great. The reason why I call it dumb for them to say something like that is because that sword, it was only plus 18 on my character, which you can get almost a plus 20. You can get a plus 25 for Margit. It's not even plus 18. It's only plus 16. Fire infused flaming art. Well, it's a flame art fire infused greatsword. Well, flame infused, not fire, because fire scales with strength, if I'm not mistaken. If I do fire, yeah, it scales more with strength, but you're double dipping in statuses. But what I'm trying to say is, actually, that'd probably be a lot better for me. Let me test it out. Actually, I'll test it out later. But yeah, lightning and oh, ooh, I wouldn't mind your great sword. But what I'm trying to explain is that it's plus 16 with Golden Vow and Howl of Shabriri. I one cycled the Erd Tree and Mountain Tops of the Giants. And that may not sound impressive to you by any stretch of the means, but you gotta forget, a faith build that's almost a pure faith build, I barely have any stats to use the sword. I have 50 faith, just enough dexterity and strength to wield the sword one-handed, and Yeah. And I didn't even use any of the, I didn't even use any incantations or anything like that. I just used straight weapon. That's a strength weapon too. It's a strength intelligence weapon if I'm not mistaken. But it is a strike, right? Yeah. So I might actually just go ahead and level this up. Because I know the Ash War on that thing's stupid with Alexander Warrior Shard. I think. Oh my god. I think the Ash of War with the Watchdog staff though scales primarily with intelligence. So like you won't be getting all that much damage out of it if you're just using strength. Illusory Wall somewhere I missed. This vape flavor, this juice flavor is not that great. Like I can't even taste the raspberry or lemonade. It blends so much that you can't taste either one. It's nasty. Just be wary of ambushes everywhere. Hidden path. Oh, okay, it's just that. Is it somewhere up here? I've never done this one before, actually. I didn't know how to get the watchdog. Well, I knew where to get it, I just never did it. Okay, so that's both our illusory wall. Be wary of left. Trap ahead. Yeah, I can see the trap. But where? Where to? Where to go? Am I really gonna have to look up a guide to this place? Because I've never done it. What's this catacomb called? No. Roads End Catacombs. Um... If I remember correctly, that works for getting rid of illusory walls. It does. Oh. Thanks, Margaret Shackle. spirit color snail, I know that much. All it told me was the boss and what's in the dungeon, so yeah, that's really all it did. That's crazy. I know that what that is. Let me look up every dungeon in the area so I'm not missing anything. Talking about bust out the trusty old map. Okay, so there's this one. Wait, hold on. Why is this picture so blurry? Whatever. I know where two of them are. Okay, there we go. That Rose Church. Yeah, the other one's like right here on this wall. Then there's this one over here for that talisman. Purified ruins. I know there's a catacombs over here too. About like right here. Catacomb right here and right here. There's multiple over here apparently. Nope, never mind. Black Knife Catacombs right here. I know where that one was at. If I remember correctly. Yeah, that's just that. Crystal Tunnel. Church of Vows. Artist Shack. Jarberg's down here. Okay, so I guess I will start from 3 ping and work my way back to the catacombs. I want to do a dagger build, but like I said, I felt they were so underwhelming unless you're using specific builds. Like the bleed dagger build is the only good one in my opinion. I know it's in this location, that's all I remember. There it is. Let me go ahead and go in here and to the Grace and use Market Shackle. Dude, why are you already coming up here? Oh yeah, I did pick up the Great Stars and I will level it up and use it because with Prayerful Strike. I kind of want his spiky club. I'm going to take the long way, because I don't know if I miss anything ever going through here, because I immediately just go straight to the boss. I don't know if there's anything worth getting in this cave. After I'm done with Liurnia, I'm going to go to Caelid. Ooh, Spirit Talisman. That I've gotten it once in my entire time playing Elden Ring, and I've played it since day 1 launch, so but I still don't have 1,500 hours in this game like I do in Dark Souls 3, which is not a lot compared to most people. But Dark Souls 3 was the game I pretty much lived on whenever I first got my PS4. You wouldn't see me on any other game except for Rainbow Six Siege, and even then, I barely played that. Oh yeah, I changed my mind. I said I would not do Selen's questline. I am. I'm gonna do every single questline in this game that I can. And there are questlines that have two different endings to them, depending on if you side with one person or side with another. Like Ronnie's questline, you can side with what's his nuts, the guy with a big hat. Kind of reminds me of the sorcerer, well, the sage, crystal sage. And seeing as how I said I'm going to do every quest line, that means I'm going to do this chick's quest line because this is a Bloodhound Knight. Right after her, well, right after the Bloodhound Knight, you find a cripple, and you take her as a spirit ash, because I think the Demon Humans or the Bloodhound Knight killed her wolf companion, so she can't move anymore. So you take her back to the big cripple in Mountaintops of the Giants, well, the snowfields, and you get a ancient dragon smithing stone. And believe it or not, she's actually a pretty solid summon. She just doesn't move. She just does decent damage. I will... Only if I had a parry shield, I would parry your ass. Actually, I think I do. Give me a second, give me a second, give me a second. I know you can parry him, I parried him before. Alright, I'm gonna give up on parrying him. Ah. That was my fault. I'm over here trying to parry him with a fucking medium shield. Medium shields suck at parrying. I don't have any small shields. That didn't even ask me for a Steak America, so I have to start all the way back from the start. Let's go. And at least this time I can just run to the boss room. I don't think you can try that jump. You have to go through here with all the snails. Alright, this time I'm not gonna screw around and try to parry him. I know you can. I've parried him before, unless that's Night Rain, but I don't think it was Night Rain. Because I'm pretty sure you can backstab him as well in Night Rain. There's the rune arc I lost.
I told you that I possess happy was my other. I told that I possess happy was my other.
Oh, I need to go get the medallion. Hold up. I think Jarberg has a few jars, but I'm not gonna go there for a while. Seeing as I'm doing Alexander's questline, I'll have to go there eventually, but I'll probably do all that stuff off camera. Because I did want to make a pot build like a long time ago. Like when they first introduced Jarberg with the when they first introduced Jarberg, at least that's whenever I wanted to do it. Usually you ride in from that way, right? No. There's a scarab in here on the way to the ramp, if I'm not mistaken. There it is. I don't remember what it drops. I think it's something done with faith. Valve and okay. This place is actually a really good mushroom farm because you spawn right next to like 4 or 5 mushrooms. Yeah, as you can tell, mushroom central over here. I don't need the crystal sword, so I'm not gonna go grab it over there. Until hit that guy, because I know he's very annoying.
Please no, dear me.
I'm gonna miss out on a emote, but I don't care. It's the what do you want emote?
Wait then. Well,
The one you get from the skeleton guy in Round
the
Table.
curse, my beggar, you must keep. And if you should, then please.
Time to kill the Omen Killer. I need to level up the Omen Killer Blade. It's a really good weapon, especially with wild strikes on it. It gives me the Crucible Talisman. Crucible, not Talisman. I forget what that does. Reduces damage and impact from headshots. Okay. And people think, oh, that Talisman sucks, blah, blah, blah. It's actually decent, because there are times where you will get killed from a headshot, because your body's just not recovered yet. Well, you don't recover in time and you get killed from it. I've noticed that Liurnia does not have near as many as Altus and Kaled and whatchamacallit, Lemgrave when it comes to dungeons. And when I don't consider the ruins dungeons, even though they are on paper, because they serve the same purpose, boss, blah blah blah, whatever. But I don't consider them that because dungeons to me are a lot longer and you can't teleport out of them. That's what I consider the dungeons compared to ruins. I've invaded in this cave once. It was not fun. Because the people I invaded, all they did was run and run and run and run. Jumping back and forth between the things and spamming rot breath at me. And this was back when rot was like the most broken thing in the world. I don't need everything in here because, well, I'll take the sage's soot. I didn't know that's how you got it. And for those who are wondering, no, I am not copying Chase the Bros armor set or anything like that. It's just that if I don't get the commoner headband whenever I'm running through the game, then oh well, I'm not going to farm for it. But if I do get it, seeing how it's a decently rare drop, it's a pretty low drop chance compared to, well, the altered version of it is, then I'll wear it. But I don't wear the scaled meld armor set the entire time like he does, the bull goat and scale mail. I wear the scale mail mostly until I find the armor set that I really want to wear, which is the silver one, the silver chainmail, and the consecrated snowfields. I think I'm going to end the video here. Yeah, it's approaching the 30-minute mark, and then I will, yeah, I'm going to end the video here. It's approaching 30 minutes, and I want to keep it under 30 minutes or just at 30 minutes. So I will start the video back up here and finish the rest of the catacombs, well, the dungeons, and then I will move on to Caelid to finish its dungeons and roaming bosses, and then I will finish. Well, then I'll go through Altus and do the same thing, and then I will start bossing. Like I'll start going to the capital. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one.